Have you ever felt like your mind is constantly racing, like no one else truly understands how you think? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of deep thinkers and why they see the world in a way most people never will. So, why do deep thinkers experience the world in such a unique way? The answer lies in the way their minds are wired. Deep thinkers process information differently. They notice patterns, connections, and possibilities that most people overlook. While many focus only on what is happening at the moment, deep thinkers instinctively ask deeper questions. Why is this happening? What does this mean? And how could this be different? This constant reflection allows them to see layers in every situation, turning ordinary experiences into profound insights. Deep thinkers are also highly introspective. They spend time examining their own thoughts, feelings, and motivations, which helps them understand themselves and others on a deeper level. This self-awareness amplifies their ability to interpret the world around them. Another reason is empathy. Deep thinkers often feel emotions more intensely and notice the subtle feelings of those around them. They pick up on what is unspoken, sensing tension, joy, or sorrow even when it's not openly expressed. This makes their perception of the world richer and more nuanced. In short, deep thinkers see the world differently because they combine reflection, awareness, and empathy. They don't just observe life, they analyze, interpret, and feel it in layers that others often never notice. And while this perspective can sometimes feel isolating, it's also what gives them insight, creativity, and a unique understanding of life. What is a deep thinker? Deep thinker is someone whose mind rarely stays on the surface. While most people skim through life, deep thinkers pause, question, and reflect. They notice details that others often overlook, subtle emotions, hidden patterns, or the underlying meaning behind everyday events. Deep thinkers don't just take things at face value. They ask why and what if constantly. They analyze situations from multiple angles, weighing the consequences of every choice and imagining possibilities others might never consider. But being a deep thinker isn't just about intelligence. It's about curiosity, introspection, and a desire to understand life on a deeper level. It's the kind of thinking that turns a simple conversation into hours of reflection, or a small problem into a profound insight about life, relationships, or even the world itself. Many deep thinkers feel like they live in two worlds at once, the world everyone else sees, and the inner world of their thoughts. And while this can be isolating at times, it also gives them a unique perspective that shapes their creativity, empathy, and understanding of life in ways others rarely experience. How deep thinkers see the world differently. Deep thinkers don't experience the world the same way most people do. While many go through life reacting to what's immediately in front of them, deep thinkers see beyond the surface. They notice patterns, connections, and subtle details that others might miss entirely. For them, a simple conversation isn't just words. It's a puzzle of intentions, emotions, and hidden meaning. A song isn't just music. It's a story, a feeling, a reflection of life. Even ordinary events can spark hours of reflection, turning everyday moments into profound insights. Deep thinkers also anticipate consequences before they happen. They imagine multiple outcomes and possibilities, weighing not just what is, but what could be. This ability to think ahead often makes them cautious, reflective, and highly perceptive. But perhaps the most unique thing about deep thinkers is their perspective on people. They see beyond actions to understand motives, emotions, and unspoken struggles. They notice when someone is pretending, hiding, or holding back, and they feel compelled to understand, even when others don't notice themselves. In short, deep thinkers don't just live in the world. They observe it, analyze it, and experience it in layers. And while this can feel overwhelming at times, it also allows them to connect with life in a richer, more meaningful way than most people ever will. Benefits of being a deep thinker. Being a deep thinker isn't just about overanalyzing or feeling misunderstood. It comes with unique advantages that can shape your life in powerful ways. First, deep thinkers often make thoughtful and wise decisions. Because they carefully consider multiple perspectives and consequences, their choices tend to be deliberate and well-informed. They don't rush. They reflect, plan, and act with intention. Second, deep thinkers are highly creative. Their minds naturally connect ideas that others might see as unrelated. This ability to find patterns and think outside the box often leads to innovation, problem solving, and breakthroughs that others might miss. Third, they tend to understand people on a deeper level. By observing behavior, emotions, and motivations, deep thinkers can empathize with others and build meaningful connections. They notice what others overlook, which makes them insightful friends, partners, and leaders. Finally, deep thinkers often experience personal growth at a faster pace. Their reflective nature encourages self-awareness and continuous learning. They confront life's challenges thoughtfully, gaining wisdom from experiences that others might take for granted. In short, being a deep thinker allows you to see opportunities, understand people, and create meaningful impact. It's not just a way of thinking, it's a superpower when channeled correctly. The challenges deep thinkers face. While being a deep thinker comes with many advantages, it also has its challenges. Challenges that can make life feel heavier at times. One of the biggest struggles is overthinking. Deep thinkers naturally analyze every situation from multiple angles, which can lead to indecision, anxiety, or even sleepless nights. What seems simple to others can become a complex web of possibilities in their minds. Another challenge is feeling misunderstood. Because they see the world differently, their thoughts and insights are often hard to explain. People might dismiss them as overcomplicating things or being too intense, which can lead to isolation or frustration. Deep thinkers also carry a heightened sensitivity. They notice subtle emotions, injustices, or conflicts that others might ignore. While this gives them empathy, it can also make the world feel overwhelming or even unfair at times. Lastly, deep thinkers sometimes struggle with perfectionism. They constantly seek meaning, improvement, and understanding, which can make them overly critical of themselves and others. This desire for clarity and depth is admirable, but it can also be mentally exhausting. Despite these challenges, deep thinkers have a unique strength: their ability to navigate life with insight, empathy, and reflection. Recognizing these struggles is the first step to learning how to embrace them and use them to their advantage. How to embrace being a deep thinker. If you identify as a deep thinker, it's important to understand that your way of experiencing the world is a gift, not a burden. The key is learning how to embrace it fully. First, honor your curiosity. Allow yourself to ask questions, reflect on experiences, and explore ideas without judgment. Deep thinking is most powerful when it's guided by genuine curiosity and a desire to understand, not self-criticism. Second, balance introspection with action. While reflection is a strength, overanalyzing without doing can lead to frustration. Take the insights from your mind and turn them into meaningful action in your life. Third, share your thoughts with people who understand you. Surround yourself with those who appreciate your perspective, who can discuss ideas deeply, and who won't dismiss your reflections as overthinking. Finally, practice self-compassion. Deep thinkers often push themselves too hard, seeking perfection or clarity in everything. Accept that it's okay not to have all the answers and that your insights grow over time. By embracing your unique perspective, channeling your thoughts into creativity, understanding, and meaningful action, you can turn deep thinking into a superpower that enriches every part of your life. Being a deep thinker isn't always easy, but it's a gift that allows you to see the world in ways most people never will. Your perspective, insight, and curiosity are powerful tools if you embrace them fully. If this video helped you understand yourself or someone you know better, make sure to hit that like button, share it with a friend who might relate, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the mind, behavior, and the hidden patterns of life. Remember, your thoughts matter, your perspective matters, and your way of seeing the world is something truly extraordinary. Keep thinking deeply, keep exploring, and keep growing.